Good morning, students. Today we will learn about the postmortem examination of thorax. This is the thorax. Okay. Here, this is sternum. Okay. Manubrium, body and xiphoid process. Okay. These are ribs attached to sternum. Okay. The ribs are cut on both sides. These ribs are cut on both sides of sternum at the costochondral junction. This is costochondral junction. Here the ribs are cut. Okay. The sternoclavicular here at the upper side, where the clavicle is joined to the sternum. At this, the sternoclavicular joint are disarticulate to expose the thoracic cavity. Okay. Here the ribs are cut on both sides of sternum at costochondral junction, and the sternoclavicular joint are disarticulate to expose the thoracic cavity. Okay. Then thoracic cavity exposed. Okay. All the viscera are examined in the body and later on after removing from the body. Okay. Here first of all heart and lung are present in the thorax. Okay. First of all we examine the heart. Okay. It is present in pericardial sac. Okay. Pericardial sac is inspected. Pericardial sac is inspected for its content and its abnormality. Okay. Then pericardial cavity contains about how much fluid are present in pericardial cavity? About 10 ml. Its hemorrhage, if there is any hemorrhage is present, its site of origin, like ruptured ventricles or aorta, okay, is to be determined, and volume of blood present is to be measured. Okay. Then where the heart is cut, heart frequently cut along the direction of blood flow. Okay. How the direction of blood flow? First of all, right atrium, then right ventricle, then pulmonary arteries, then pulmonary veins. Okay. Then left atrium, and then left ventricle, and then aorta. Okay. How the blood flow? Right atrium, right ventricle, pulmonary arteries, pulmonary vein, left atrium, left ventricle, and aorta. Okay. In such a way, the heart frequently cut along the direction of blood flow. Okay. If there is any stenosis or incompetence of the valves is issue, the diameter of valve is measured. Okay. Then auricular appendages. Okay. Auricular appendages are examined for any thrombi are present. Okay. The state of myocardium and size of heart chambers also be measured. Okay. Then state of endocardium. State of endocardium is about how to be find out. Okay. Subendocardial hemorrhage, if there is a subendocardial hemorrhage in it. Okay. Or left ventricular sudden hypotension. In left ventricular sudden hypotension there is subendocardial hemorrhage. Okay. Example, shock. Okay. And postpartum hemorrhage, ruptured viscera. Okay. And poisoning by arsenic and oleander. In these conditions, subendocardial hemorrhage is present. Okay. Then valvular lesions, condition of aorta. Okay. Condition of aorta, how what to be find out in the aorta, as any regard of any aneurysm. Okay. Then any atherosclerosis is there, or syphilitic aortitis is there, is also to be find out. In syphilitic aortitis, the tree bark appearance is seen in it. Okay. Then coronary arteries, particularly which artery? Left coronary artery. Okay. Coronary arteries, how particularly left coronary arteries are examined for narrowing or antemortal thrombus. Okay. common side is 1 centimeter away from origin. Okay. Then second, pulmonary emboli. Okay. Pulmonary emboli or pulmonary thrombi. Okay. Before cutting the pulmonary artery, while isolating heart from the other thoracic organs, it should be palpated for any evidence of thrombi. Okay. If there is any thrombi is present, it should be determined. Okay. The antemortem and postmortem clot in it. How to be determined antemortem and postmortem clot in it? Okay. Antemortem thrombi. Antemortem thrombi. It is antemortem thrombi. It is firm. It is antemortem thrombi is firm and dry, while postmortem thrombi are wet. Okay. Postmortem thrombi are wet. Then antemortem thrombi adherent to the lining of endothelium. Okay. And postmortem clot are weakly adherent to the lining of endometrium. Okay. Then transverse ridge surface. Transverse ridge surface, because it form the layer in the floating blood. It is present in antemortem thrombi. Okay, in antemortem thrombi, transversely ridge surface because it form the layer in floating blood. Okay, while the postmortem clot are form after the blood settle down, so appears either yellow chicken fat or soft red or currant jelly. Okay. How the antemortem and postmortem thrombus are determined? First of all, antemortem thrombi dry, while postmortem clot are wet. Okay. Antemortem thrombi adherent to the lining of endothelium, while postmortem clot are weakly adherent to lining of endothelium. Okay. Then antemortem thrombi has the transversely ridged surface because it form the layers in floating blood. Okay. While the postmortem clot are formed after the blood settle down, so appear either yellow like chicken fat or soft red like currant jelly. Okay. Then examination for fat embolism or air embolism. Okay, fat embolism or air embolism is to be determined. Okay, in the cases of pulmonary arteries, in the cases of abortion or open wound of neck. Okay, here the fat emboli and air emboli should be determined. Okay, to determine demonstrate the fat embolism. Pulmonary artery open under the water and cut before opening of heart. Okay. When the fat droplet will be seen, microscopic examination of frozen section of lung stained for fat with Sudan 3 or osmic acid is confirmatory. Okay. While in air emboli, pulmonary air emboli, death is due to mechanical obstruction to the outflow of blood from right ventricle. To demonstrate air embolism, pericardium is cut anteriorly. Both ends are held with hemostat and the cavity is filled with water. Then the ventricle is punctured. If there is any air bubbles in, then it should be determined as there is any air emboli was present. Okay. Then lung. First of all, we study about heart, then pulmonary emboli and pulmonary thrombus. Okay. Thrombus are antemortem or postmortem, and emboli may be fat or air emboli. Okay. These types of emboli. Okay. Which we have studied. Then after lung. How the lung is examined? Okay, it is examined for pneumothorax. Okay, it is the suspected by building of chest wall, confirmed by following test. Okay, it is suspected by building of chest wall, confirmed by following test. First, like a 16 gauge needle attached to 25 ml syringe filled with water and inserted through intercostal space, okay, into the pleural cavity. Okay, into the pleural cavity. Then if air bubbles is seen in the syringe, if the air is under pressure, okay, it shows the pneumothorax. Okay, also the rib cage open and intercostal muscle punctured under the pool of water, okay, supported by reflected skin flap when the bubble of air will be seen to escape. It also confirms the pneumothorax. Okay, where the facilities permit, an X-ray may be taken with the beam horizontal. Okay, it also confirms the pneumothorax. These are some tests to determine the pneumothorax. Okay, then dissection of lung. Hilar vessel cut and lung are removed. First left and then right. Okay, first of all left lung is removed, then right lung is removed. First they waited before cutting as appreciable edema fluid can run out during dissection. Okay, lungs cut laterally and open as book. Okay, this is seen in kidney also. Okay, here the lung are cut laterally, and open as book for examine the what examination are done in lung, edema, any consolidation, okay, or emphysema, or atelectasis, or congestion, or infraction, or any pathology are present in lung. Okay, then bronchi and their ramification are inspected for mucosal thickening, infection and blockage. Okay, bronchi and their ramification are inspected for mucosal thickening, infection or any blockage. Smaller pulmonary vessels are inspected for thrombi and emboli. Okay, smaller pulmonary vessels are inspected for any thrombi and emboli. In such a way, we have done our PM examination of thorax. Okay, in next lecture we will study about viscera preservation. Okay, thank you students.